officially launched by His Excellency Honorable Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya, the first governor for Kakamega County, on 10th June 2016. So from 2016 to 2024, is only actually 8 good years, yeah. So as you can see, this is the state of this facility. It has been installed for over 8 years since it was officially launched by governor. So this is the stadium compound in Inaka. As you can see, I think hook on the main gate where the patients were. But now hospital inakaa hivi, yeah, since Wycliffe Oparanya atoke, hii kazi ilistop up to date, yeah. Hundreds of millions of money was allocated here, yeah. It's over, it's almost 2 point something billion. As you can see the state of the Kakamega County Teaching and Referral inakaa hivi. And we are having a lot of people dying in the hospital because I don't get drugs. But just go to how this looks like. It's important to get, it's in a massive state, yeah. We can't even access there because we are hearing whether this building is so strong for people to enter there. So huku ndio kunakaa hivi jamaa. Kakamega County, Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. Currently is the CS. Aliachakazi kwa hivi has to take done. We are calling upon the county government of Kakamega and the national government to ensure that they complete this facility to be up and running.
The Famba Diaries has rounded in Kakamega County, and this time round they are focusing on a person who is a CS at the moment, and he has served as the governor of Kakamega for 2 terms. That is Wycliffe Ambetsa Oparanya. On June 16, 2016, he launched Kakamega Referral Hospital, which has stalled now for more than 8 years up to today. This is a very good looking hospital which should be supporting many activities. It should be an hospital which is a referral, which people are referred to because it's a modern hospital. It looks good and even it adds to the aesthetics of Kakamega County, because when you have a good hospital, of course, the bragging rights go to you people. And now this is one of the stalled multi-billion referral hospital in the country of Kenya. The Famba series is ongoing in Kenya, and we are going to the next project.
So guys, I'm at Buhungu Stadium, and so this stadium was allocated 2 billion recently to be refurbished. I hope mlikuwa mnaona venye kulikuwa kunakaa. And so the stadium looks the way you can see, yeah. So my cameraman anaweza onyesha tu the other side venye kunakaa 2 billion. Alafu it was given to the national government, and so from December kazi imekaa hivi, yeah. The contractor alishamaliza. Hey. So unashangaa contractor alishamaliza kufanya hii kazi.
On this Famba Diaries series, we focus on a stadium which was to be the next big thing in Kenya, and that's Bukungu Stadium. It was poised, it hosted matches for Kenyan Premier League sides like Kakamega Ompos and even AFC, and it was to be a 30,000 seater capacity stadium. But look at how it's in the moment. Ruins, the project is kind of stalled. We only want to have one good side, which when you take pictures and post online, it looks good, but on the other side, the terraces were not completed. So it's still a stalled project, and as Kenyan is gearing up to host AFCON 2027, there are some things which needs to be looked at, and among those are the stadiums in Kenya. If these things will be checked upon, then Kenya will be able to host AFCON Camp 2027.
Who is the area MCA here? Olimu Bonyo, I cannot be working on these things, but we need you to come and do a proper thing here. This is not a bridge. What are these? Embarrassment. Magita Mugwana, Oliva. You care what you want in life. It will be the MCA to bagi kipaji wote korogo enka useless. What do I run daraja ka? What do I gigi? What do I get?
The final bit of the video is about Nyatike sub-county in Migori, and this is some bridge which is made of goods, and the person there is asking, where is the MCA? We can't working on hazardous bridges like this. Yes, millions of money are being allocated to do development in the counties. These are some of the problems which majority of Kenyans are facing at the moment, and they're likely to make socio-economic impact go down.
I was looking at Kipkaren water treatment project. Yes.
Ulipata nini huko? Tupeleke Kipkaren kwanza.
Wacha niwapeleke Kipkaren. So Kipkaren was a project that was being funded by the Africa Development Bank, right? The value of the project for Kipkaren was 1.185 billion, but it was in US dollars. So I'm assuming that by now that value could be higher. So it was about 7 years ago. The purpose of this project was to provide up to 23 million liters per day of water into Eldoret. As you can see, Eldoret has been now upgraded into a city. But there is still a big problem of water, especially in areas of Langas, Racecourse Ward, Pioneer Estate, Kapsoya, where we have water rationing because the water that is coming in from the Kapsoya water project is not able to serve all the residents of Eldoret. So this project was conceptualized in 7 years ago. That's when the tender was awarded to a contractor called Mashiri. Now, I went there to see whether we have water flowing. And to my utter surprise, I found that there are some semblance of structures. There are some pipes on the ground, but the project has completely stalled. And to make matters worse, this contractor has already been paid 767 million.
Okay, that was going to be my next question, in terms of whether we know actually that funds have been released to the contractor to be able to do certain things. And from what you're saying, money was released, 700 and what?
767 million.
767 million. So one would assume that with the 767 million, at the very least, there would be, something working, even if it was not onto completion.
Yes, out of 1.185 billion,
More than
700
half. It's more than
is
half.
70%.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
How do we know it has been paid?
You just read the Auditor General's report.
What does the Auditor General say about this particular project? Again, just for purposes of people who may have missed it. What project are we talking about?
We are talking about the Kipkaren water treatment piping project.
Okay.
Yeah, water treatment and piping projects.
When was it launched?
The launch date, I was unable to find it, but I found a site visit by the governor of Uasin Gishu, which dates back 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Higher. Auditor General?
Yes, this project was being done by the Lake Basin, what we call Lake Victoria North Water Services, but it was taken up by the Rift Valley Water Services.
On the final exposure of the day is about the Kipkaren water project, which was supposed to be covering the Eldoret, the youngest city in Kenya, but at the moment that project stalled around 2016. It was expected to be a game changer in supplying water, but at the moment we saw in the news that Eldoret water's prices are thrice. That means that the price is going higher and higher for water. Yet a project was being launched. It costed 1.1 billion, and it was supposed to change the face of Eldoret city. A city status with water rationing, then that's a very bad city. It's not good for sustainable livelihood. That means that there will be a problem in terms of the prices and expensiveness of the natural resource, which in other areas it was budgeted for, contractor did work halfway.
The Auditor General say, what are the questions that the Auditor General raises in the report? So they basically point out that this money has already been paid out towards the project.
Yes.
It has already been spent.
Yes.
On the project.
Yes.
And when you go there's actually no treatment and piping project
There's nothing
on the ground.
Oh, well, as I told you earlier, there is a semblance
There's
of
some structures.
There is some structures, but these structures cannot be said to constitute what we can call a water project that is functional or that is near functioning. Yes.
I know you'll get some of those details and even more because
Yes.
I'd like to get deeper into what you've been doing. But let's just take a step back.